teacher voices today.
Absolutely. So we'll call the meeting to order, and at this time we'll rise for the pledge of allegiance.
Mr. President, I would also like to request a short moment of silence for the victims of the shooting in Oregon today, immediately following the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Okay, at this time I'll entertain a motion for approval of the agenda.
So moved.
All in favor? Any opposed? Ayes carried. Information, proposals, and recognition. Amber Happens.
Thank you, President Zamora, members of the board. I do have some reports, and since Linda is working on some of our audio, we will turn it over to Tamara. Would you be able to start this? Thank you.
Good evening, Mr. Zamora, members of the board, and Mr. Islas. Academic Services continues to boom with activity. We are thrilled to host representatives from Grand Canyon University on October 12th. Here we go. Okay, I'll keep going. To showcase our Paxton Patterson Engineering Lab, taught by 7th grade teacher Michael Finnerty at Granada East School. Members of Academic Services and Granada East staff will participate with Grand Canyon to view this wonderful program that serves as a great model for STEM education, connecting real-life application of content and provides awareness of STEM careers that students can potentially pursue as we support college and career readiness. On October 13th, our special education department will be hosting Barbara Wilson, founder of the Wilson Reading System, that is a research-based supplemental reading program used with our students in need of more intensive reading intervention. She has selected to visit our district due to the wonderful feedback she has received about our implementation of the program. She will visit special ed classrooms at both Granada Primary and Montebello. We look forward to her visit and the opportunity to have her observe our teachers in action and the progress our students are making. The technology department continues to demonstrate their high level of customer service to our sites. Can you believe they have closed 938 help desk tickets since July 1? Our curriculum department has released the application for this year's district mini grant program. Teachers with creative ideas can apply for up to $500 to fund an innovative program for their class or school. Examples of programs funded last year include a mural of character, in which 5th and 6th grade students created a mural of the 6 pillars of character for the Granada East Amphitheater, and STEM Success in Action, sidewalk safety exploration to build understanding of slopes and speed with kindergarten students at Granada Primary. The mini grant program supports the instruction of the Arizona College and Career Ready standards in fun and inventive ways. We encourage our teachers to apply and look forward to seeing many creative ideas become a reality. District Artist Night is just around the corner and will be held before our next board meeting, October 15th at 5:30 p.m. This is a special night as our district art teachers showcase the wonderful talents of our students whose artwork has been selected, mounted, and displayed throughout the district office. Students and parents have the opportunity to tour the district office and view their displayed artwork, take photos with their art teacher, and enjoy an evening with refreshments. District office employees then get to enjoy the creativity and beauty of our students every work day. Finally, great news. The Arizona Department of Education recently notified us that we will receive $23,000 in emergency immigrant grant funding for the 2015-16 school year. Federal Projects plans to utilize these funds to support our students in effectively meeting their instructional needs, as well as providing immigrant parent nights to support our parents in successfully working with their children in the content areas. And that concludes my update.
Thank you, Ms. Whedon. Mr. Rivera?
Mr. Zamora, members of the board, and Mr. Islas, mark your calendars for Alhambra's annual fall volleyball tournament. Next Friday, October the 9th, teams from across the district will gather at Catalina Ventura School to play in a district-wide volleyball tournament. In keeping with our focus on employee wellness, the event is designed to bring together employees from across the district, each of our schools, and the district office for a time of friendly and healthy competition and building camaraderie. The District Wellness Committee is being supported by the Catalina National Junior Honor Society members who are assisting by creating signs and selling refreshments during the event. Mr. Rob Brashear, Catalina 6th grade teacher, will be serving as the disc jockey for this exciting evening. So mark your calendars and we hope to see you there. The Human Resources Department is in the final stages of reviewing the professional credentials of all certificated employees in order to ensure each of our students is taught by only those most qualified to deliver content instruction. In keeping with our district's commitment to deliver a world-class education, Human Resources technicians and administrators, in collaboration with building principals and school secretaries, carefully reevaluate professional credentials each fall and submit our results to the Arizona Department of Education. We are very proud today to affirm that our children are receiving instruction by highly skilled and trained professionals. And finally, as a major employer in Maricopa County, the Alhambra School District annually participates in the County Clean Air Campaign, also known as the Trip Reduction Program, or TRP. The campaign is designed to encourage the use of public transportation and carpooling across Maricopa County in an effort to minimize air pollution. I am pleased to report the conclusion of our district's annual audit occurred this afternoon, and we received rave reviews from county officials. This project is meticulously overseen by Human Resources staff member Jasmine Medina and TRP coordinators at each of our sites and district office. Congratulations, Jasmine and TRP coordinators, on a job well done, and kudos to the Alhambra District for another successful TRP audit. And that includes our report from HR.
Thank you, Mr. Rivera. Ms. Jeffries?
I would like to just try this one more time.
Sure.
How's that? Are we good? Thank you. Well, congratulations to Lori Santoro, 4th grade teacher at Montebello School, who was selected as a KNIX Teacher of the Week. KNIX recently visited Montebello School to make this surprise announcement. Nicholas Villanueva, classified student-specific assistant at Sevilla Primary School, was recently honored by Arizona Rehabilitation Services with a Vocational Rehabilitation Award. We are honored to have him impacting the lives of our students in such a positive way. The Walter Cronkite School of Journalism recently featured Dr. Carter Davidson in an online news segment touting our Arizona Diamondbacks grant and how we use their funding to support our STEM education programs. You can view this segment on our YouTube channel by searching Alhambra ESD, ESD in all caps. Representative Debbie McCune Davis from District 30 spent the morning at Granada Primary School on last Thursday for Bring Your Legislator to School Day. Representative Davis had the opportunity to see reading instruction, how 3rd graders used multi-step math word problems while integrating technology, and she answered questions from students about her role as a state legislator. Thank you to the students of Bayer Private Schools Men of Honor and Women of Integrity Club for a very generous book donation. These middle schoolers collected books to benefit the students of Simpson School and Westwood Primary, and they delivered them on their day off from school. The principal of Bayer Private School chose us as their recipient because her mother's career in education first began right here in the Alhambra Elementary School District. We were thrilled to actually meet this former Alhambra employee. Her name was Teddy Bear. Not Teddy Bear, but Teddy Bear. And I'd also like to extend a special thanks to the Simpson administrative team for taking these guests on a tour of their school. Our visitors were most impressed with the Simpson students and staff and how beautifully the campus was maintained. This morning, we had 14 Alhambra business partners join us to learn about opportunities to support our district programs. Dr. Carter Davidson and Principal Nicole Terrazzo shared highlights of our successful STEM initiative, and Mr. Islas invited partners to work alongside us as we develop our crusade to educate the whole child by creating opportunities for students to explore their passions in art, music, and athletics. Partners shared their history with our district and showed a willingness to lend a hand in future projects, and we're looking forward to continuing our partnerships with such caring organizations. We recently posted a blurb to social media promoting the Catalina National Junior Honor Society's Everyone Matters Candy Grant project. Well, you never know where your social media posts might end up. Did you know that there was a national organization called Everyone Matters? Well, Mr. Islas was recently contacted by the president of Everyone Matters after seeing this post on our social media feeds. And the president wants to connect with Alhambra School District to include our school campaigns in the Everyone Matters national movement. They plan to share our campaigns with City of Phoenix Mayor Greg Stanton, and we're hoping the mayor will select Alhambra Elementary School District as his visitation site for Everyone Matters Day on April 3rd, so stay tuned. And then finally, I'd like to invite the board members to attend a couple of upcoming events. Next week, we have our faith-based leaders luncheon on Tuesday, October 7th at 11:30 right here in the district office boardroom. And then Bring Your Parents to School Day is being held on all of our campuses on October 8th. So we hope that you can come out and join us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Jeffrey. Dr. Bridges.
Thank you, Mr. Islas. We had 124 new work order tickets originated this week and closed out 130 existing ones. We still have a total of 296 open work order tickets the maintenance crew is working on. That sounds like a lot, but it's the first time we've been under 300 this year. In transportation, we're only down 3 drivers now. We have 1 in the process of getting their certification, and we now have 5 in training. Child Nutrition hosted the in-service meal service at 5 schools. There was a great turnout, and they received several compliments on the meals served. Nobody left hungry. Barcelona Middle, Carol G. Peck, Cordova Primary, and Granada Primary performed student taste tests on several new menu items for student approval. Students enjoyed themselves and the process. The results were favorable to add the items to our menus. Students received various awards for their participation, such as pencils and principal bucks. Child Nutrition also hosted a safety awards recognition for school employees that were accident-free last year. 7 schools, ATS, Barcelona, Carol G. Peck, Cordova Primary, James W. Rice, Montebello, and Westwood, and our Child Nutrition Warehouse were all accident-free last year. And in the business office, we had our exit meeting with the auditors today after hosting them all week. While there are always some areas to improve, I'm glad to report that there were no findings, no significant deficiencies, and no material weaknesses in internal control related to either the financial statements or federal programs. They will head back to their offices to prepare the official financial audit reports and compile a comprehensive annual financial report for us, and we should have those to distribute at the end of the year. And that's a snapshot of activities in the business department.
Thank you, Dr. Bridges. Dr. White.
Thank you, Mr. Islas. Mr. Zamora, members of the governing board, and to Mr. Islas. The first Parent Leadership Ambassadors meeting was held here in the boardroom on September 24th. We opened the board meeting with a welcome and introduction from the parent, Ms. Alicia Romero, who is serving as our PLA chair. She's representing Montebello School. Mr. Islas addressed the group with a brief introduction and extended his appreciation to our parents for their commitment to the Alhambra School District. Following the introduction and welcome, parents were able to view our district video, Everyone Matters. Principals and district administrators facilitated a table talk discussion on the topic of what matters most to parents. Approximately 90 participants representing each school and district office work with parents and school teams. The principals, assistant principals, directors, and outreach coordinators did an awesome job facilitating the discussions at their tables. Each school parent group reported to the whole group what matters most to them and how they would work as parents with the school leaders to ensure their children's success and preparation for the future.
We're looking forward to partnering with all of our parents and continuing to make school student success a shared responsibility. We will have our next Parent Leadership Ambassadors meeting on April 14th, 2016. Additionally, we hosted the first family luncheon for the school year. It was held on Tuesday, September 29. Our child nutrition team served a delicious green chili enchilada luncheon and to kick off a great afternoon. We had 45 new certified and classified employees representing all 15 schools in attendance. Mr. Eastless and members of the district leadership team chose a theme to introduce the employees at their table and highlighting something special about each one. Some of the things included places to travel, favorite restaurants, favorite television shows, or what they liked most about the Alhambra School District. Participants actually evaluated the event, and they felt overwhelmingly that they appreciated the opportunity to engage in a family-style sit-down luncheon with the superintendent and the district leadership team. It was a great time of getting better acquainted. Thank you.
Thank you. President Zamora, members of the board, I'd like to actually piggyback on what Dr. White mentioned regarding our parent ambassadors meeting the other night. I can tell you, and I'm looking out onto the audience, that I was truly amazed by how our principals, particularly, and our administrators, our site administrators that were at that meeting, on how they connected with our parents. There was a natural love and caring for our parents, and our parents just love our principals and our outreach coordinators and assistant principals that were there. I went away thinking that, my goodness, what a caring community, and you know, I've been a principal at the K-5 level, K-8 middle school and high school level, and I don't know if I ever had that natural ability that our principals have to connect with our community. It was truly amazing to me. It was natural. There were, I went away just so amazed by the love in that room, and I truly appreciate our principals for establishing that. That isn't anything that I could ever teach, or that's in your heart. And when you lead from the heart, we are going to do some great things, as you have always done in this district. So I really appreciate the principals. Along that same kind of note, I had the opportunity to meet with about 40 or 50 parents at, is it Celito Park? Celito Park, right by Granada, the Granada schools. And it was one of my ice cream socials. And we had lots of parents and neighbors come over to the park and enjoy some ice cream with me and Jeannie. And there were some really nice things that were said, but I particularly want to point something out. That the parents were just very, very grateful that Dr. Martinez was doing the things that he was doing at his school. That Dr. Martinez had done some things to help change some of the environment or some of the things that we're doing. They said that the discipline and some of the processes and systems that he has changed and put in place, that they were very, very noticeable to the parents. And they were extremely complimentary and talked about how they appreciate how he hustles and cares and the direction of that school site. So Dr. Martinez, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll move on now to the consent agenda, since I don't see any cards for any type of discussion. So, the board approved the consent agenda. Consent agenda documentation may be reviewed at the district office. Upon request of the governing board members, an item of consent agenda can be removed and discussed at a regular agenda item. At this time, though, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Ayes carried. The board approved the second reading and adoption of policy GEI, staff participation in political activities. Is there a motion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes carried. Travel by the governing board members to attend NSBA annual conference. The board approved travel by Maria Alvarado, Adam Lopez-Paul, Ray Martinez, Kathleen O'Neill-Franz, and Robert Zamora to attend the National School Board Association's 76th annual conference and exposition in Boston, Massachusetts, April 9th through the 11th at district expense. Do I have a motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes carried. Comments from the governing board. I don't think I need to read the ammunition. Comments from the governing board are now accepted. Is there any board member that would like to have discussion?
President Zamora, members of the board, Mr. Eastless. Just want to report back from day one of the CUBE conference. CUBE is the Council on Urban Boards of Education, and they're holding their national conference here in Phoenix. There's about 200 board members there from all across the country. Had an opportunity to connect with some board members specifically in Tulsa, in Dallas, and in Baltimore. And those are all places there's been a lot of unrest and issues in the communities there, so it was nice hearing from their perspective as school leaders about what they're doing to kind of quell that sort of thing within their own schools. But it was a prolonged discussion on how we kind of make our schools, especially in urban environments, more competitive. And I'm proud to say that there was a nice representation of Arizona school board members there. It helps that it's here and we didn't have to go anywhere, but it was still nice to have a lot of them and a lot of younger school board members who are getting more and more active and could add a lot into these conversations and kind of give these people a better taste of education. A lot of people brought up was, oh, so you guys are in your big fight with your state superintendent right now, and they wanted to hear about that and everything that's going on across politics in Arizona. So we tried to give them a good cross-section of the positivity that's happening within our state. And looking forward to day 2 and 3 tomorrow and Saturday. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Yes, I was able to come to the Business Partners Breakfast, and it was very successful. It was very nice, very well organized. We have a lot of business partners out there that are very excited to work with the Alhambra School District. Our reputation is still out there, and they're very excited to continue and maybe even bring more business partners this year. And Mr. Islas did a beautiful presentation on the direction that our district is going to go, especially on the holistic, educating the holistic child. So I enjoyed it. It went very well. It was very successful.
Anyone else?
Thank you, President Zamora, members of the board, and Mr. Eastless. I was wondering if I could request a report of the distribution of federal funds for the board members so we can see where that money is allocated. And my other question is, have we heard from any of the agencies that if there's going to be any a new influx of refugees coming to our district?
I haven't heard anything in particular regarding that matter. Are you referring to something?
I just know that our district we just got a notification that we would be receiving, some new ones at our school. So I was just wondering if anything was going on with.
Did Mamera and Academic Services, have we heard anything like that? No,
That communication, we don't really know until they arrive.
So they're right. Well, we certainly, if there is something that we could report, we definitely will do that. And it's so directed that I will have some kind of report to all board members regarding the distribution of federal funds.
Just real quickly, I had the opportunity this morning of also being at the Business Partners Breakfast, and wow, it seems like they're very excited. They're ready to move. They're definitely wanting to move along with the Alhambra School District in a new direction and really building quality education for every child. And so that was a good thing. The only other thing I wanted to request, and this is from Mr. Virgil and the superintendent, was to take a look at, I know a lot of other districts have already started and probably behind on this as far as looking at other districts and board members that I've talked to, but looking at solar and how that would help us and energy efficiency and savings. I know it's difficult and I know sometimes it's not feasible. And so if we could have a report on maybe some sites that it would be and how that would save us some money, I'd sure like to hear about that. So.
We have solar existing at some site, right?
Just last year, I had a firm in to take a look at what we had, and we're on SRP, and the margins aren't there. I did it about 5-6 years ago, and it wasn't there. As far as energy savings, we've already picked the low-hanging fruit, so to speak. We've taken things that we can do, and the solar prices, the margin with SRP just aren't there. We just looked into that last year. We can look into it again, but most recently, it wasn't there.
Okay.
I would say we could look into it again, so we kind of know, because it might try to rally other school board members to push it. I know a lot of our districts here are certain SRPs, so it's worth it. If you would do something.
All right. So at this time, future meetings, the regular meeting of the building board will be held on October 15th. Also, that'll be the date for our arts program, correct, at 5:30. So actually, we'll be meeting at 5:30 on that day. Special session, study session of the governing board will be held on November 5th. All meetings will be held here at 6:30 unless otherwise posted. And then we'll be here in the board room. This time, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? We stand adjourned into the study session.